Welcome back to the carbon freezing facility, where we were blaming Atari for everything that we could possibly blame them for. Oh, did you stub your toe, Andrea? Atari did it. Yeah, Atari, I called you out.
Atari poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague onto our houses.
Damn right. All in 1983, man. They were busy. They were busy creating a video game crash and then with all that other stuff. I mean, can we just officially confirm Apocalypse is Atari?
Apocalypse Atari.
I'm talking the X-Men character, not the actual biblical Apocalypse. I'm talking Apocalypse, the X-Men mutant, is the CEO of Atari. Like all that stuff about, I can't remember, Nolan Bushnell? Not true.
Jack Tramiel.
Apocalypse was running it.
I think you're thinking Jack Tramiel more so, but...
Bushnell's also a CEO of Atari. I just don't know if he's an older one.
I think he was the original. Then Tramiel took over after the crash and restructured the company.
Oh, Atari. You had some good times. You did. They didn't last very long, but you had some good times. And then the NES came along and totally trumped you.
Yep.
I gotta stop using the word Trump because people get mad at it. And I was like, oh, don't remind us. Well, sorry.
Trump's a word in the...
T-minus 3 more years.
Trump's a word in the English dictionary. What can we say?
Yes, it is. In fact, it's associated with card games.
Yes. COD games. That may or may not be on motorcycles, but...
Card games on motorcycles! Somebody actually did send to me a couple of days, like during the holiday break, is like, you give way too much crap to 5Ds. You ought to actually watch it. I think you'll like it. I'm like, card games on motorcycles. You think I'm going to like that? It actually bothers me a little bit that the current card game, like if you try to play the card game app, it actually does include stuff from 5Ds, which includes a whole new summoning called Synchro Summons, and I don't get how they work. And the main reason being is that in order to get how they work, you'd have to watch 5Ds. It's either 5Ds or Zexal, and I'm not willing to watch Zexal either.
I just realized what the D's in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D stands for. Don't watch it.
Exactly. Thank you, Yugi. You've saved us once again.
Speaking of...
and by the way, thank you, Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, for also being Frieza in Dragon Ball Z Abridged and being awesome.
Thank you, little Karibo.
I will stand by what I said in the live stream, like, way off, back before, I think it was just after Christmas, where we talked about this, where I love you, little Karibo, but when you are actually able to just be a voice and not have to produce things, I think you're even better. And hence why I think Frieza's better than your Yugi. Or I guess he's officially Yami in the dub. I don't know. Does he play little Yugi too?
Yeah, he's all the voices.
Yeah.
Unless there's a guest voice, then.
Unless there's a guest voice, like.
But yeah. Like the penguin dude. That was a guest voice. That was one of his DVDs.
Hi, Yugi. Do you like penguins? That will forever tarnish your viewpoint on Taya. It will.
Penguins. That was one. I think that's one of the DBZ cast, the DBZ abridged cast. I don't know who though, because.
If it was, I don't know who it is. Like, that gruff voice could be like any of them.
Yeah. Those. Speaking of internet celebrities, Nate Wants to Battle is getting married.
Oh my gosh! Who's Nate Wants to Battle?
You don't know who Nate Wants to Battle is?
I know who he is.
Okay.
Yes.
I was like, seriously?
I just haven't watched any of his videos.
I haven't either, but I just know he's getting married.
Because he's one of the big bad bosses. He also has done some of the completionist Five Nights at Freddy's videos. Oh wait, they don't exist anymore.
Not
or actually,
yet.
no. The first, what was it? The first 3 don't exist.
Yeah.
They had Greg in them.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg.
They'll be back once he goes back to them.
So at that point, those are 3 guaranteed cameos from Nate Wants to Battle, is what we're saying.
I have no idea, because like I said, it depends, I guess, when Gerard remakes them. But
he's already started the remake process.
Yeah, because he's
I'm not subscribed to him, but I still get his stuff. So I just barely saw like a couple of them getting redone. And for the record, those who have actually asked, like, will you ever reconsider subscribing? No, not really. I get his stuff via other ways, and I'm not getting into the drama anymore. In fact, as sacrilegious as this is actually sounding, I'm about ready to unsubscribe to Alex too, Alex Faciani, because Alex gets kind of preachy on his Twitter.
Yeah.
So at that point, I might unsubscribe to him too. Like I'll watch the decks because Kels knows. Well, never mind. She's preachy on Twitter too, so maybe I'll just unsubscribe to them on Twitter. Everybody's gonna be like, what did you like, kills? I don't like being preached to on Twitter. I really don't. Not when I don't think you have a leg to stand on. So that being said.
Impressive.
And I also love the occasional, Alex will eventually talk some sense into you and then you will be resubscribed in no time. Yeah, good luck with that, Alex.
You mean Alex Faciani?
No, you.
Oh, me.
There's like, no, eventually Alex will get Drak to reconsider on subscribing to the Completionist, and then they'll start making references again.
I still watch,
Yeah, you still watch.
Yeah.
But you're not going to convince me to watch again. I'll watch, but I'm not going to subscribe.
I watch more Beard Bros, though, than I watch Completionists.
Yeah, and I'm not into what, like, they have a couple of good moments here and there, but I'm not into the current Beard Bros. And again, part of that is because Alex gets kind of preachy.
Let's get us preachy.
All right, here it is, Alex. Here it is. You get to we are facing the carbon freezing chamber itself. And because of the two freaking balls I walked in here, this is gonna get harder and harder. And for people who are already freaking out, like, how did you get plasma again? I died a few times on this because I kept on dragging trash in here. And the trash would eventually kill me.
Oh, that's too bad.
This thing won't kill you. Like, you could sit there and survive the flamethrower.
That was easy.
Dragging trash in. That hurts. This carbon freezing facility is crude, but it suits our needs. The test on Solo proves it. He is still alive, encased in carbonite and in perfect hibernation, even though it was destroyed. Solo is all yours, bounty hunter. You may take him to Jabba the Hutt. Prepare the chamber for our new arrival, Luke Skywalker. And this is the last Chewie level, and like I said, Alex, unfortunately, no C-3PO backpack.
Yeah. And yet again, Lando's getting the shaft.
Lando got the shaft in this game. Yes, he did.
Jeez.
He got like that one mention in the dialogue, and then you got to see him at the end of the level, and that's it. And he does not get, like, he gets cutscenes in return. So
no, not in the new trilogy, not in these games. What is it with people in Lando?
Okay, in Lando's defense, he's got one more. He's got one more, and then we can officially call it a loss. But I would actually say that he's in a worse spot, and maybe Alex, you'll agree with me, because he was in Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
EA, not the good one. By the way, did you see some of the stories that actually came out for the 2005 PC version?
No.
So not only is it being continued, so it did really, really well, but they're actually doing like updates for it. This may be a long-term thing.
Nice.
Disney may keep those servers up. Holy crap, guys! You can play the good Battlefront 2 on PC.
Yeah.
And in fact, Alex, you can play the good Battlefront 2 on PC. Your PC would take that.
I don't know. I still think it's going to be too unstable.
Why do you think it's getting too unstable?
Because it wasn't stable before.
No. I'm saying the current PC that you have.
I know, but
it'll handle it. It'll handle it.
All right. Impressive.
Trust me when I say, like, I think, like I said to you when I built that PC, if you try to play like an Assassin's Creed on it, you'd have problems. But games that are like early 2000s, no, you'd be fine. We're not talking such complex design. Oh, and hi, Boba. So Boba Fett gets a sprite in this game, and he gets a boss fight, so he got more than Lando. Sorry. I think he even gets a boss fight in return. but we're about to have another plot hiccup. I'm just gonna warn people in advance. So you kill off Boba, but you'll notice the boss music is still going. What the heck? You get to fight Slave One! Is this bringing back, like traumatic flashbacks?
Not really, because Slave One in Empire is super easy. Not Empire, Shadows of the Empire.
Shadows of the Empire, yeah.
Yeah, it's super easy if you just, all you have to do is stand behind it and you can just wail out on it.
So we just destroyed Slave One. We have another continuity hiccup, people. How did Luke get off the, or how did Han get off the
Meanwhile, back on Dagobah.
All right, so we're getting ready for Luke to come to Bespin.
Even though he should have been here already.
Luke, you must complete the training. You must not go. Once a fully trained Jedi Knight with the Force as his ally will conquer Vader and his
You're
Emperor.
way too high.
If you choose the quick and easy path as Vader did, you will become an agent of evil. Be patient. Don't give in to hate. That leads to the dark side. Strong as Vader. Mind what you have learned. Save you it can.
That boy is our last hope.
No, there is another.
Luke races in his X-Wing to the Cloud City on Bespin to rescue his friends. And for that, we actually get another vehicle segment where we get to take out Cloud Cars. Even though Luke didn't do this, like he got a peaceful landing.
And why would they
trap.
I know. Why would they be trying to shoot at us?
Well, they did. They apparently... Super Star Wars Trilogy, you are a walking continuity hiccup. But we love you. And actually, the other cool part about this is that they did try to expand the Mode 7 scale by actually letting you be in kind of a full-on area so you can go above and below the clouds. Because remember, we had the Death Star in 1, so you couldn't really do that. And I think there will be an X-Wing segment on Return of the Jedi, and it will be a Death Star thing again. So this one, they actually tried to expand the 3D aspects of Mode 7! We love you, Super Nintendo, but we have to make fun of Mode 7. Oh, and I died.
You died.
Oh.
Thankfully, that doesn't mean I lose all my power-ups, because I was in a vehicle, but now you guys get the official successful attempt at taking care of this level.
I do not want the
Can I
Emperor's
just say this for the record?
damaged.
I've never liked the Cloud Car design.
It's alright.
I've never liked it. It just looks like a piece of cheese to me. It's like, I don't know if I want to drive a car that looks like a piece of cheese. Like two pieces of cheese linked together. In fact, I remember having the Micro Machine version of the Bespin Cloud Car. That thing did not see better days.
Well, they're Micro Machines, so there you go.
Oh, there was actually a Micro Machines line I really loved when they did ships from Star Wars and from Star Trek. So you got to have like these little mini models of the Enterprise on your desk. That was amazing. I really wish, like, because Micro Machines technically still happens. I don't know the company that's doing it, because I think Hasbro stopped. But you can technically get Micro Machines now, but they've never brought back any of their old lines. It's always just cars now. So you can get like a little mini Lexus or little mini Ford Taurus or whatever you want. Or you can play Micro Machines on Xbox Live. Yeah, they came out with a... I didn't actually even do a review of this, but there was a Micro Machines game that came out this year.
Wow.
Like an old school racing one. So we're down to the last 7. And off in the distance, you can see Cloud City. It's okay. We'll get there. We just need to down 6 more Cloud Cars. Are we done yet? No. No, you're not. 4 more. 3. 3 more stinking cars. Oh, and I actually forgot to send something your way, didn't I? I was gonna send you the Star Wars anime so we could get a 13th day of anime from you.
Yeah, you never sent it, so...
I still need to send that to you. It's like a little music video, but it's as close to Star Wars anime as you're ever gonna get. Okay, fly towards Cloud City.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, the screen did not freeze. That actually is what happens.
Well, that's good.
Luke and R2-D2 arrive on Cloud City, unaware of the danger that awaits them. And now we get to have the classic shot. The Force is with you, young Skywalker, but you are not a Jedi yet.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, they did more audio for Darth Vader, appropriately enough. And this is the last level of Super Star Wars, or Super Empire Strikes Back. This is the level that people might remember my brother about destroyed our Super Nintendo on. He hated this level. Hated.
Imagine if your younger brother playing this.
Oh, no, I don't want to mention that. The Super Nintendo wouldn't survive. And I actually did clarify with him over the holidays. He got here on his own. He did not password. He did not cheat. He got here on his own, and he's never finished it to this day. Because after he had those bouts with Darth Vader, now he has traumatic flashbacks, and he won't play the game ever again. So there you go, everybody. That's how hard Vader is. He causes trauma for people. Now, this doesn't look like too much, but this is basically the inner workings, like where Luke fought Vader for a lot of it. And yeah, we're going to build up to that point, so don't worry too much about that, guys.
Why are they all trying to kill me? The whole point is to take me to the Emperor.
Yeah, exactly. This is all supposed to be a trap, right?
Yeah.
Nope, that's not how it works in video games. And the worst part is that for this particular level, yeah, Force is a thing, and by the way, hi, Vader! So this is one portion of the Vader boss fight, guys. So you will have like these little skirmishes, kind of like how Empire played out, where they'd have these little skirmishes, then they'd run away. There you go. You got another one. Most impressive. Nice work, Sculpture Software. You got additional voice stuff for Vader. And now Alex can kind of understand, at least I'm hoping, just how difficult Vader is.
Dude, I told you, when I was a kid, we got to Vader before.
We got to Vader,
so
and
I remember how hard Vader was.
Yes, Vader is a pain in the butt, and it almost makes you wonder, like, can he actually be eclipsed? Oh yeah.
The Emperor's hard.
Emperor, Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
I think we played Return of the Jedi, and I think I remember getting to the Emperor. Unless I'm thinking of the Force Awakens. I really don't know, but
we'll get there, and then we can figure it out. But
Force Awakens, Force Unleashed.
Oh yeah, he was a boss fight in Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
He was. So now we're just making our way back to fight Vader again. There is an official Vader boss fight, but until then, you actually have to do these little stints with him and fight him off. And each time so the other cool part about it is, like, each time Vader will start showing off more of what he can do. So that first time is the lightsaber, like how his lightsaber pattern works, so you guys can get used to it. So I do like the design of it. Like, they do preview, like, the full fight and how it's going to work for you, but at the same time, you have to pay extra special attention. And by this point, your patience is probably worn, so you're not paying attention. You're wanting out of the game. I love the 16-bit version of the Imperial thing they did here.
Force power up.
Oh, okay. The other problem of this level is keeping your force up, because as you guys can see, the platforms are very thin, and these guys will go out of their way to knock you off. So just adding on to the already existing frustration, guys. Because the frustration, it's real. And unfortunately, that's going to do it for this week. So next week is the final showdown with the Dark Lord of the Sith.
The final showdown.
Da 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 da.